Yeah.
Sideburns.
What's the word? Tell me what you heard. That info that we kicking, it be louder than some herb. Word, information, no telepathico. We gon' have to elevate your mind where you wanna go. Kiss Calhoun in the mix. Sideburns dropping all the beats, it's a hit. It's a podcast you don't really wanna miss. So sit back, relax, let's talk for a bit. What's the word? Spitting out the game that you need. What's the word? Make it say yes indeed. What's the word? Something that you wouldn't believe. What's the word? The word is for you to receive. What's the word? 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 I say tune in live, cause we up in the mix, and you know we have some topics that we have to reach. What's the word? 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 I say tune in live, cause we up in the mix, and we have a few topics that we have to reach. What's the word? 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 What's the word?
What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Kiss Calhoun. You heard me? We back in this thing again for another episode of What's the Word, and I'm being joined by the legendary, the one, the only Mr. Who? Mr. What? Mr. D.Jon. What's good?
What is up, everyone?
What's good? And we got a special guest kicking it up with us today, Mr. JP.
Hey yo, it's JP. I'll be joining y'all for this episode. So yeah, let's get it started.
Before I get into anything, why I thought Blue was in here for a second. That's what caught me off.
Oh, that's why you was looking like that?
I was like,
that's because all this noise we about to make. That's
I know,
why.
Right? So,
all this tea about to be
we're
spilled.
back for episode 11, and yo, you already know it's Let's Talk About Sex.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
Yes. So, how important is sex in your relationship? And Cuddy, on the first date, what's your waiting period? And what's your wildest, weirdest sex story? And of course, we got some hot poppin' tea. Kevin Hart got in a car accident over the weekend. Makai Yoba speaks out. He isn't against, dating a trans woman. Of course, we're going to talk about Hurricane Dorian, because Hurricane Dorian has swept up Bahamas.
Treat is not playing.
Not playing any games. Nicki Minaj give some words of wisdom from the Minaj. And Missy Elliott is open to redoing another Aaliyah biopic. I mean, well, you know that word. And then, of course, we got some Joseline Hernandez and Britney Spears. What's going on in Trailer Park Town?
And we got another one, too.
Oh, and
the boxer.
Oh, and then tragic loss of a boxer in our home state, Louisiana. We're gonna get into it. But without further ado, let's get into it. So, how important is sex in a relationship? Now, I've been getting some feedback from some people off the air before we got this show, and I had a homegirl tell me sex is about an 8 or a 7 to her. That communication is more important than sex.
I agree.
And then I had another homegirl wrote on on my personal page. She said sex is very important. She didn't even specify on a number scale.
So it's like, baby, she needs that.
She was like,
on a
regular. I got a gun in my head and I got a dick on the other end.
Pretty
to
much.
me, I agree with both on both ends, but I'm gonna really have to go with homegirl. The first homegirl, to me, communication and building a bond is way more important. To me, I feel like, especially in a relationship, if you know you're going to be with this person long term, I feel like you guys should build some type of bond, have something in common.
Yeah, some kind of
have that urge, that chemistry for each other.
Of sex, because
right.
Because
it makes the sex so much better when you are in tune with that person.
Well, I feel like this, like as far as sex, you know.
But I mean, if you're just trying to catch a nut, then you're just trying to catch a nut.
Sex to me, I feel like it would.
Everybody should be trying to catch a nut during sex. I
Right,
mean, why
like-
are you
That
having
is
sex if
the
you're not trying
primary
to
That's
catch
the
a
whole
nut?
purpose
Right.
of having sex.
Right.
If you're not catching a nut, then what are you having sex for?
Right.
Really do. But I feel like as far as like, you know, certain people and their standards, you know, some people say sex might be high on the list and some people feel like sex not really
Right.
that much high. I mean, like if I had to rate it, you know, as the amount of porn that I watch, like I get bored with porn, so I know that sex to me is not gonna be high. I watch
think
porn
so?
from you. I know that like it'll be in the at least the 6-7 range, but
Okay,
like
that's not bad.
not. I feel like certain people just be like, you know what, that we could do so much more than
Yeah.
having sausages down my throat. All
But I
the
feel
time.
like what do you think about in instances where like when you meet people and that's like one of the first things that come up. So it's kind of
Right.
like,
Is you fucking?
right? Is
Like
you fucking or not?
all these dating apps,
How
that's like
big
the
your
first
dick
thing
is.
they asking you. All these dating
Right.
apps like Tinder, like, you know, even like, you
Jacked
know,
grinder
all
for the
kinds,
gays.
you know, all kinds. That's the first thing they asking
Adam
you.
for Adam.
That's the first thing they asking you.
Plenty of fish.
What your mouth doing?
Plenty of fish. People still use that. shit.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
How fat is your
Black
ass?
Black people meet eHarmony. I mean, the list
Everybody.
can go on, you
And
know?
nobody, no app is
What?
safe when it comes to
Like
sex.
that's the first thing they asking you is.
That's why I
you
feel
know,
that's why I feel like there's not really too many like I'm not gonna say strong-minded
couples.
people, but
Couples.
that's why you can't really say you really can't have any like people that's not open-minded, but what's the word? Well, yeah, you could say open-minded, more open-minded rather than just being so closed-minded. It's like
Right.
the first thing that they think about.
Right.
Like get to know the person
Like, damn, you
more,
don't
and
know-
then just let that flow. I feel
Right.
like with a relationship, like a relationship
Like
should
how-
flow, sex should
So
flow
hold
into
on,
the
I
relationship.
got a question for y'all.
What's up?
Do y'all
What's
feel
good?
like
Can he go like?
do y'all feel like
Anthony?
having sex is a part of getting to know that person?
I mean, of course,
Yeah.
of course, and now we not saying that sex shouldn't be rated high. I'm feeling like sex shouldn't be.
It
The
shouldn't be
part-
rated
The
at all.
main part, like that's the first thing
It
that comes
shouldn't
to your
be
mind when you
rated
meet
at
the
all.
person.
It shouldn't be a
because
part.
I feel like there shouldn't be a rating on it at all. Like, why
Right.
are you rating something that you know
That you
once
know is
you
gonna
do it, you
happen,
can't take it
right?
back.
And
right,
it's
yeah.
gonna
Right.
happen eventually.
Right.
So
Right.
But that like some people have sex with each other and they don't like it afterwards, and they could go back friends and be like, you know what, your sex trash, but you want to play baseball?
Or there's people who would even hold out on sex until they get married, and then the sex be trash.
Right.
I'm not doing that. I'm letting you
But
know right
it's-
now.
It's just who it's just whatever floats your
Right,
boat.
whatever
at the
floats
end
your
of the
boat.
day.
Cause
Yeah.
sometimes I be feeling like I won't fuck on the first night,
Right, and that's the second.
and then the
thing we
next
was gonna
time
talk
I'll be
about.
like, fuck, I won't get, like if the conversation is
Right,
good, like
you might-
oh,
you wanna- let's wait a while,
all right,
like
let's wait a
Janet.
while before you pull it out.
Yeah, like that's going into the second, like cutting on the first date. Like, what's
Nothing
your
is
waiting period?
wrong
Like,
with
what's your
having
waiting period?
sex
What is
on
your-
the
No,
first
I don't feel like
date.
nothing is wrong with that because some people just
Shit
get heated
happens.
in a conversation. You might just
Just like me and you was
fall on
talking
dick,
a
you
while
know?
back when we was putting these topics together. The other day, matter of fact, and I was saying like stuff happened. I know people that had sex on the first night and now they married, happily
Right.
married.
Happily married with 12 kids because they've been having sex on the
Yup.
first night. What you was gonna say, JP?
Got their heart tilted. They about to get married now.
But I feel like there's
But
no stigma.
Shit, I don't know. I feel like my waiting period. I don't know.
It just depends on the
There's
person,
no,
right?
there's no waiting period. Like it's just like the whole. Like it's like the other situation. Like, you know, why would you rate it? Like
Right.
I feel like rating it is the same as
It's the
waiting.
same as waiting.
It's the same as waiting. If
I
you
know-
gonna rate it, you gonna wait a certain amount of time.
Right.
Right.
And
I know-
you rating it is based on past experiences.
Right.
Yeah.
That has
Or
some good point
just
to
based
it.
off.
Yeah,
You know.
I feel like with my last relationship, like we didn't put a waiting period on it, but we were just so in tune to dating and stuff like that. We didn't have sex until 3 months into our relationship,
Because,
and it was good as hell when we did start.
Right,
so
And you
so
was like, I wish I didn't wait.
Right.
See?
But waiting in your case, waiting like you said, it was good.
it was worth it.
It was
In that
worth it.
in that case, it was worth the waiting. Yeah.
But it's just whatever flow, whatever goes on with the person and individual.
What I feel like people shouldn't be more open with their intimate lives.
Right.
Like you sharing all this stuff about your intimate life, and you expecting other people to reflect their own intimate life onto it, but everybody don't go through the same situations.
Right.
Like, some people might have lost their virginity under certain circumstances
Mm-hmm.
that wasn't even their own.
Right.
And now they're more open, or they might be more closed than you are.
Right.
Like, don't go and talk about it. Like,
Right.
just
You
be
know,
about it.
my
Be
biggest
about it.
pet-
Straight up.
My biggest pet peeve is social media and this having this openness of saying what you want, and just we in a society where it's a look what I can do type society, and it's like, oh my God, like normal people like me and you and D.Jon, we can't even be normal on social sites because everybody on, like, go to Twitter at nighttime. You're going to find thousands
Child,
of
you ain't got to
Twitter after
go. You
dark.
ain't got to go on at night now.
It is.
It's going on throughout the day. Ain't no night.
It's like, damn, where's
Your
the
timeline-
X-rated?
Your timeline is not
bruh,
safe.
One time I was so traumatized.
I'm not
I was
on
like,
Twitter, so
what?
I don't know what's
Get
going
on
on.
Twitter, you
I
gonna
don't
see.
know, I'm not on Twitter.
Get on Twitter. So matter of fact, we gonna sign you into what's the word Twitter account so you can go and run that.
He won't
and
see
you
it
can
because
see.
we ain't really got
We
nobody
gonna get
on
some
there.
popping people, but look, Twitter is wow. It's
Yes.
worse than I thought. Facebook was worse with the fucking cartel videos and shit.
What?
Twitter got all the. You don't even have to go on Pornhub no more. You
Nope.
can go on Twitter.com and see
Well,
all
I mean,
what
they
you
got
want.
some pretty bad videos on Facebook too now. Like
Nah,
I
not
be seeing some stuff on
Not
Facebook.
like Twitter. Not like Twitter.
Whew,
It be
Lord.
their personal pages, like people who you never thought would do this online, showing they shit. Like I blame society because
you think it's cause Twitter is like less censored?
Yes,
Yes, it is.
It's very
Yeah.
less. It's really letting people speak their piece.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
The only way you
anytime
could get
got
banned is if you
presidents-
literally going back and forth with people,
Right,
and they really
right.
was like, all right, both of y'all, time out, and both of y'all in Twitter jail
that's the only
for like
time they
16
suspend your
days
account.
or something. But it ain't really that bad. But like I said, I feel like we in this look what I can do type society where everybody want to say online what their
Right.
fetishes are,
We're so
what they
freely-
like.
We're so
And it's
free
like,
and we're so
damn,
open
like,
now.
A lot of guys say, why women don't shoot they shot? It's because all the shit you post on Facebook, we thinking, I'm just going on based off of what my own synopsis is. We thinking that's what y'all into. You know what I'm saying? Some girls ain't into the stuff. Some dudes be raw online, JP. Like, they be raw and they be raw. Like, they be looking my
So
dick
hold on, wait.
and be like, yeah,
Slinging,
I want this right now.
Hanging low, child.
I want this
Well, I
right
mean,
now.
I
I'm
don't-
like,
I
damn,
don't
how
see-
you expect for a girl to holler at you if all you post is your dick all day?
Yeah, I don't see the male side of social media because I'm a male,
Right,
and like
so
the
you
male
not
stuff
following
don't
that.
come to me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you ain't following that. I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
it don't come to me.
it's a war zone.
So like,
it's a war
Right.
zone.
Well, I'ma just say
They
this.
raw.
I'm a
They
male
raw.
and I be for
He
the
like-
shits.
He like,
And I'm
Ruben.
looking
Yeah,
and I'm
JP.
drooling.
damn, man.
yes. So that's why a lot of girls don't shoot they shot. A lot of dudes all day post they fetishes
you know
online
what,
and
I've
what
been-
they like
but-
and what they penis pictures
But let me
and
flip
show
that.
y'all want this, holla at your boy.
But
I'm
let
like,
me flip
what?
that. Let me flip
Ugh.
that because now a lot of females
Yes,
are doing it now.
It is
I
getting
mean,
out of
showing-
hand.
What you mean now?
It's
What you
more.
mean now?
It's more.
It's like-
They're doing it
it's-
way more now.
No, it's always been doing that, but
It's way-
acceptable now. Like
Yes.
now they're like paying you. You can snap.
They have
You can pay
OnlyFans,
cash apps
Snapchat,
and get these
all of this
PayPals
things.
and all this, and get a private video of somebody's Instagram account fingering themselves.
People
now.
are selling
now
their-
it
Right.
is
Yeah.
all-
I don't think it's done more by
It's
females
more open
now.
now.
It's more open because
It's-
females do it at a more private level, and men are more accepting of that.
Right.
Like women are not as accepting of a man sending them a dick pic
Right.
versus a man sending. A
a
woman
woman
sending a
sending
man
cool
titty
chick
pics.
on her
Right.
titty.
Like
Right.
yeah, or like
Or
something like
ass.
that.
Right.
That's why
But
women could
now-
go on Snapchat and fucking send private messages and stuff and sell that stuff because we more open to receiving it.
Right.
And yeah.
But
so
that-
I mean,
that's
but
all- go
it's
ahead.
been going on. It's been
Oh, of
going
course.
on,
We
y'all.
ain't
Right.
even.
It's
This
just-
has
it's
been
been
going
going
on
on
time
for-
since.
It was just
since
men. It was just men was pimping them out
$17.35.
that
It's just more
way.
popular now.
No,
that
men
is-
was pimping them out that way and getting money
I mean,
off of
baby.
them. Now they doing it themselves,
Right. Now they gotta pay.
and now
for
they
it.
making their own money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now,
Yeah, they had a-
now
they had a-
Superhead
they
has
had
a
a woman-
premium account on Snapchat
They had
where
a-
you have to pay $1,000 just to look, son. Just to look at a total.
They had a Facebook subscriber was on my timeline about a month ago, and she posted a video about women selling pussy, and she said that they need to stop selling it for anything. She was like, that shit's detrimental. Like if you gonna sell some pussy, sell it for rent. Sell it if you need some gas to get
Right,
to work,
pay
your
to do your
bills.
job. Don't just
I'm
sell
like
it for fucking
this
$40,
close
$35
to selling it
Bitch, I need
right
you to
now.
pay this rent. I need you to pay this light bill,
I
this
need
cable
a sugar
bill,
daddy.
this
Kiss
phone bill.
sugarbabies.com. Register me.
Right.
I'm looking for a sugar daddy.
Right.
I'm the type of person like I'm to the point where it's like now I'm doing this adulting thing fully now. Like I want somebody to pay the bills so I can use my money and I can go buy the shit that I want. I don't
Right.
want you to buy that stuff for me because I can
Destiny's
buy it
Child.
myself. I want you to pay my bills.
That-
Destiny's Child's late 90s.
You're right. Can you pay all
Can
of
you
them?
pay all my bills? Matter of fact, I told somebody that the other day. Can you pay all my bills? You can pay all my bills. Then you
Then
can
we
tell
can
me what the
talk.
fuck to do, and
In
you go
this
run
house.
and end up out of here and all you want to do. But until then,
Get out my face.
I'ma do
Boo,
me.
boo,
Boo.
period.
The only
Period.
thing that upset me about that situation is it's upsetting the scale of the game. Like there is no more game when women just going out and they selling their stuff because men can't even spit game to you no more because there's no amount of money that would make women satisfied. Or like even like with you, your other partner, they doing the same shit. D.Jon doing the same shit, selling that shit over social media, and it's harder for you to go and find somebody who actually willing to be with you on a personal level because everybody's selling their stuff.
Right.
Like everybody's
Men,
selling.
women,
But
cats,
see-
dogs, they have bestiality
Yeah, you can
videos.
go and get it.
Like my dog is
You
not
go-
safe.
You can literally go get it how you live, literally.
And that goes
blow into the mix. bitch.
And that goes back to saying it like that is one of the reasons why our society is so messed up right now and that people don't know how to find love. That's why babies not getting born and shit with mortality rates.
That's why they got this abortion bill being passed around the nation right now. Like states approving it, states not approving it because they don't know which way y'all going. People having babies just because they want to have a baby, but you selling your shit. Like, what would you having a baby for?
Look, I'm this close to selling my shit. That's because the bills need to be paid.
Yeah.
How about you going? Get you a man that's willing to stay with it, and
I'm
he
going to
gon-
get
and he
sugarbabies.com
gon-
and give me an
and he
87-year-old.
gonna pay for all of your bills. How about that?
I'm going to give me an
How
87-year-old
about
on
that?
sugarbabies.com.
I'm weak.
You gonna be what? You gonna be 40 and your age gonna be drying
Hey,
up, and
no,
you gonna be
no.
wondering why you ain't have no
Hey,
baby
I don't want no kids.
by a husband.
I don't want no kids. I just want the sugar
She just
baby
want the
money.
coin.
I just need to fucking. I'm gonna do
Might
like
have to jack it off a little bit.
I know, right?
Cause they be wanting now. Them little men.
Nah, they got this Viagra and these new pills now.
They
think it
aggressive
lasts
now,
all
child.
night.
Some of
Lie
them they
low.
just want to spoil you and all that. You ain't got to do
I'm
nothing
gonna go get me
nowadays.
a old
They want you to-
Italian
they want you to
one,
jack it off or
Italian
something.
mobster. I'm gonna give me an old
Jiggle the
Italian
balls
mobster
or something, you know.
No.
Ain't nothing free, child. You got to do something for it. You got to earn it.
Right. So before we head out on this fire conversation, what is some of you guys' weirdest?
I will not
wildest-
disclose my personal and information on here because I will have both of you gagging.
Just the PG.
Okay, PG.
I had a homegirl that said her weirdest.
No, what's yours? We don't want to hear.
I mean, I don't have any.
We don't want to hear nobody else shit. We want to hear yours.
Kids don't
She
have
pulling
it.
a
We want the
V-card
juicy
right now.
deep.
I
She
don't.
pulling a V card.
But
right now.
I did have a good makeout sesh. I'm not gonna lie. I did. Twice.
All right, what was your weirdest makeout
Twice.
session?
Weirdest makeout sesh
How
was
about
in a
that?
car after we went got
It was-
like okay. So a friend of mine was going through some hard times, right? And you know how Kiss is, you know, the
Mother
little-
Teresa.
Mother Teresa always gotta talk you out of it and tell you it's gonna be okay.
Talk you off the ledge.
Just as long as you apply yourself. We are the children of the world and stuff. And so he was saying that he ain't really get to eat, you know, because he been trying to sacrifice stuff. And I was like, okay, I'll treat you out to some pizza. So we went to go get some
His
pizza.
pockets was light.
Yeah, his pockets was
Oh, okay.
like
They
empty
was,
on
they was
E.
like he had a feather in them and
Yeah,
some. Okay.
They ain't even had no feather. They just
yeah,
had
pocket lint.
pocket.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So we went and we got some, you know, pizza. Treat him out some pizza. We had a good time. He brought me home. And like, I ain't expect it. You know, I thought I was just playing it cool. Like, I didn't expect it. I just reached over to give him a hug and he just kissed me. And I was like, what to do? And like, music was playing in my ears and stuff. Like, that's weird. Like,
Was there
it was.
tongue?
You were not
It
expecting it to
wasn't-
come
it
in.
wasn't
It
no
wasn't-
tongue. It
Oh,
wasn't
that's not
tongue.
weird at all.
No, it was weird for him
You
to
just
just
telling
kiss
us
me.
about
I
a-
didn't.
A
You said the
situation
weirdest.
It was
out.
weird.
Like,
It
that's-
was
that's
weird
not
because
weird.
no, it was weird because the
want
attraction wasn't there, and I was like, oh my god, like I didn't.
I
know
think
you
I'd have been
felt
more
this
freaked
way.
out if he would have put his tongue, if his tongue would have slipped
You
in my
know
mouth.
What? Another
Yeah, that
weird
would've
story. We all know this. Well, I don't know for you, but I told them. I told
Mm-hmm.
Sideburns about it. Homeboy, that's he caught me slipping in the kitchen.
And you was about
And
to
I
risk
didn't
it all.
expect that either. But I was about to
Somebody
risk it
called
all. Hey, we gonna talk about it more on the show.
Somebody called.
And that's why to this day I
All
don't
right,
drink
okay,
Cavassier and Hennessy. I would never drink Cavassier and Hennessy.
All right,
Ever again.
because I know a few people who've been at Kiss Top.
Hey,
I know a few people.
Hey,
who've
Well,
been
you
at
know who
Top
she talking
and
about,
then.
Nobody catch her slipping, but
Hey,
apparently somebody
Hey,
got you.
almost caught me slipping. I
All
would have
right.
been a baby mama right here. My kids would have been, Mama, you gotta come out the show. I'm like, hold on. Like, yeah, I almost got caught slipping. I didn't expect that one either. And like after that, like my nerves was bad. I had to sit down. Like now that was weird because
She was shooketh.
I had just finished eating some fucking buffalo wings, right? I just finished eating some buffalo wings, and my lips was spicy. Like, all the buffalo sauce was licked off my lips. I was like, what the fuck?
I would have licked it. I would have licked your lips too.
I was
Shit.
like,
Buffalo
I never
sauce.
expected that. And that everybody likes to kiss. That's why my name is Kiss Calhoun. Like,
How about her name
get
ain't Kiss
some
for nothing, y'all.
It's not Kiss for nothing.
Girl.
Like, that I'm just wait.
We got to talk about that person later,
We
Kiss,
gonna like,
because
yeah.
I need to know.
You like I need to know this story.
Trust me, you know.
You
who
know
it
it.
is.
You know it. Trust me. Well, come on. I want
Well,
yours.
PG version.
please.
I mean,
Well, please.
you would never expect it, but of course, I've had public sex before in cars, under bridges.
Come on now, let's get it. Let's get it, baby.
You know, I'm gonna leave it at
sex.
that. You know,
Like, I done got
I mean,
flipped
get it
over.
in. Like
You
it,
not
like I'm
living life.
inside.
Look, Kiss, you haven't lived life until you had sex in public. I'm serious.
The thrill of getting caught.
I had a homegirl who said she got caught, and they just kept going.
Never got
Oh
caught.
man, I would have kept going too.
Right there on the
I
levee.
mean, they had an instance where like we was on one side and then somebody else pulled up on the other side and they got out and they started. And we stopped what we was doing and was watching them, listening to them.
Get that shit.
Okay.
He was like, okay, well, this is
Looks
our
like
break.
entertainment, right?
This is our little entertainment.
Shit.
What shorts? JP, tell us shorts. He was like, I don't think this PG for kids.
Yeah, they shouldn't have.
He was like, I have so many down. He the Wilt Chamberlain over here.
I'm digging in the archive.
He like, let me think. My
what's
a
good
good
moment
one?
would have been, it was in a forest.
Ooh.
A forest, nigga.
We didn't have a
Niggas,
tent.
we don't go in forests.
We didn't have
exactly.
Yes, we do.
Nigga went in that forest. JP was
We was
like,
hiking.
nigga.
We was hiking. We was on a camping trip when we was hiking. And we was on we had left the trail we was on and we went down this trail like it was a trail that wasn't supposed to be followed.
Y'all was doing some white people shit.
Yeah, we was. Yeah, we
was
was.
like,
And like we
let's go
went
down
down the
this
trail.
trail.
Look,
Come on.
Look, it was dope though down the trail because like it was like beautiful ass trees, flowers and shit. And like I had a you remember that red suede jacket I used to have in high school?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had that shit on. And like I
So
was
you
like
was looking like Thriller. You was,
Yep,
you was looking like Michael Jackson right
fuck it.
there.
I was like, fuck it. I'm about to.
This is a good
Like, I
story
had-
for a porno. Come on, keep going. Tell us.
I had took the jacket off, and I had laid it down for her and shit. And
He was
like, you know, she
"Here-
was on
here
her
you go,
back.
He
you
was
can
being
lay
a
down."
gentleman.
And yeah, I was.
Before he
because I
told
wanted
that
to- I
Let's
pussy
watch
up.
the sunset.
It was. Yo, I ain't come so quick in my fucking life. Like it was that bad. Yeah, that was and like that was my first time like coming quick like that. That's why I was like, man, this don't usually happen to
The
me
Pooh
before.
Nana
Like it was like
was
a real situation. Like I
amazing.
usually don't have sex.
He
in
felt
the
like
forest.
Jason.
You
I
was like,
usually
nah, nigga,
like I was like.
hey,
No, I
don't
was
get-
worried about a spider crawling up my gooch and biting my nuts. I was like, fuck it, let me get it over it real quick. You know, I was like, yeah.
You was worried about a bear coming on. Yeah.
Yeah,
at
and
that,
like
look at
and like tapping me
Look
on
at
my
these.
shoulder,
They're
like
yeah, no, keep going.
I'm about to put this lube on real quick. I ain't trying to
Right.
get a bear. Yeah, nah, I'm
Oh, my
good.
goodness.
I'm good.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So it was like a forest, nigga. We don't go in
We don't go in
forests. Nigga.
forests.
That's why you was scared. You was like, Jason about to come slice my ass up.
Wild fucking wild
You
coyotes,
just
called
felt-
coyotes
you
and
just
shit.
felt
My
like you was about to
asshole
be
ate
that
out
nigga
of
to
somebody.
die.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
He was like, nah, I'm not about to do that.
But at least you got your nut though.
Oh yeah, I
He
did.
was like,
Yep.
whew. Well, let's
Yep,
get
that
the
was a
fuck
quick
up out of
little
here.
5 seconds.
He was like, yeah, let's go.
She was like, "That's it." I'm like, "Yeah, that's it. Let's go."
Hey, this forest.
We
we
can
wasn't even
finish the
supposed
rest later on.
He was
Like,
like, we wasn't even supposed to be on this trail. I'm
Right.
nervous. But oh my God, we could go on and on for this. But you know, we're gonna take a quick break, and while we do that, we want you to hear these fire tunes. Here's Nightcap. Really, D.Jon?
Because I built.
Oh my God. Well, here's one for the homegirl Venus DeLorean. Here's Nightcap. Vibe to this tune. I hope you like it. Peace.
You got my body. You got my body locked. You got my body. You got my body. You got my body locked. You got my body. Everybody dance now.
I like, I like, I like, I like, I like, I like, I like. Can I get to know you? Bunny, bunny, I like the things you do. Couple things I like to show you. A few places I like to take you. Get you wrapped up all in the vibe. Slip my finger straight through your thighs. Just to see how it feels deep inside. Hitting one, are you down for the ride? I told her, baby, I've been cooped up. Bad decisions, get dressed and get you swooped up. Nothing past the night, we doing a little too much. Invite only, but the ladies get the 2+. A little sticky, icky, quickie in the elevator. Get loose with the juice up in your activator. Don't get my number out, you better call an operator. Move through your thoughts, I'm moving like a navigator. Alligator girl, shit, I see you later.
You got my body. You got my body locked. You got my body. You got my body. You got my body locked. You got my body.
By the homie Venus DeLorean. That was Nightcap. And of course, it's time for this messy tea. We gotta have this tea. So apparently, I was about to say Kevin Gates, Kevin Hart.
Damn.
Wrong Kevin. All black people do not look alike. But Kevin Hart was injured in a car accident over the weekend. So D.Jon, spill the tea.
Yes.
The messy.
So, of course, this is coming from the Shade Room. We only trust two sites, and that's the Shade Room and TMZ.
The messy shade, period.
But Kevin Hart was reportedly injured in a bad car crash earlier this morning, according to TMZ. One of Kevin's classic muscle cars reportedly ended up in a ditch around 1 a.m. today in the Malibu Hills. And this wasn't today. This was a couple days ago. Mm-hmm. Kevin was seen driving that same car just hours before when he posted a video of himself in the vintage ride as someone yelled at him for laying down too much rubber in the street. The accident happened on Mulholland Highway. If you're familiar with the Los Angeles area, then you'll know that street winds quite a bit and it can be difficult for drivers. Video from the crash scene shows Kevin's Plymouth. What that is? Girl, what that is?
What are you in? What? You in a Plymouth?
A
what?
Plymouth.
Hold on now.
He had to be in something new.
A Plymouth Bacaraba.
Whatever, deep in a gully
Barracuda.
about 10
A barracuda.
Oh, girl.
Oh, we retarded.
We are so retarded.
Y'all not retarded. Y'all just
You were like,
don't
y'all
see
just-
that word that
Yeah,
like,
because
y'all
we don't know
just
nobody
niggas.
that
not at
drive
all.
no cars
who
like
knows
that.
what the fuck a barracuda is?
But
Like,
he was,
but white people.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a
exactly.
barracuda. He had a 1973 barracuda. Like, okay, Karen.
But he was in a Plymouth Barracuda deep in a gully about 10
Old
deep
school.
off the
Muscle
road.
car.
Yeah.
Authorities have confirmed
Fucking
for
Barracuda.
TMZ that the
That bitch
vehicle
got a lot of
belongs to Kevin, but
horsepower
the cop
behind
said
it.
that he was not driving at the time of the incident. Why the hell is this in my way?
Pull up a barracuda.
But Everything wasn't immediately known when the
was
crash
probably in
happened. Kevin brought the
2019
classic car back in June as a 40th birthday gift to himself. As of late Sunday morning, Kevin had not posted anything on social media to confirm his involvement. We are hoping everyone involved did not suffer any serious
Got
injuries.
barracudas in New Orleans. We
And
don't
of
even
course,
know what a
they will
barracuda
keep
is.
you
Look at that.
posted on any updates, and we will keep you posted on any updates that we know as well. So I'm glad
So,
that he's okay.
I'm glad he okay too
I'm
because
glad
he
he
was
okay 3. To be honest, because that's one of my favorite comedians. Like, I would have died if he would have fucking died.
Right. And it's bad. We
That
just
would
got
go.
too much debt going on.
So
Look at that motherfucker.
Oh, that.
Yeah, barracuda.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
that's
them
him.
bitches. Them
'Cause
bitches
child-
fast. They fast.
They fast, and I believe what happened was whoever was stunting, trying to burn rubber, and
His little
trying
bitty
to,
self
you
in
know,
that car.
drive, and it lost control, and then crashed, and he probably wasn't injured, and got out that bitch and ran and
He
left
probably
Kevin in
wasn't
there.
even driving it when it crashed. It was probably just
He
him
probably
showing
flipped
off a
off.
little bit, and then it was probably like
Kevin was
a
just
stunt
shitting.
driver doing some crazy shit and crashed, and they were
Right.
like Kevin Hart crashed. But I don't
No,
know.
he got back
Oh, he
surgery.
was in it?
and
Dang.
got injured. Like he went to had back surgery and everything. Like he was in a passenger seat, and the way the car looked was like he shouldn't have survived that. Here's the
Grace
picture.
to God. Jesus.
He shouldn't have survived
Mm-mm.
that. Like
At all.
that's the crash.
Oh yeah.
By the grace of God, child.
So all praise is due. Thanks that prayers going out to
Dang,
Kevin Hart and
they
his
went off a
family,
cliff.
and hope. I think he just crashed into a tree.
Like 10 feet deep, they say.
But in other news, we got the homie Makai Yoba.
Malik, girl.
Malik, I mean, you know me. All black people don't have the same name.
Right?
But Malik Koba.
Yoba.
Yoba says he speaks out on transphobia and reveals that he has love for trans women.
Blah, 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 blah. Malik Yoba took to the gram yesterday, to use his platform to speak his truth, speaking against transphobia, including his personal attraction to both cisgender and transgender women. Malik posted a video of Maurice W., a 20-year-old man who killed himself because people were bullying him about dating a trans woman. I'm sure you guys heard of that one. Because we're not going to get into all of that.
Because that is a whole nother thing.
Yes, but unfortunately, there are people who bring others like Maurice down for living their truth. However, we hope to see less of these situations happen as people like Malik Yoba use their platforms to speak out against transphobia. But this is a direct quote from him. He said, "I love all women and count myself among those that find themselves trans attracted, and I too have felt the self-imposed shame that comes with that truth. But it's time to speak out." He captioned the video, "Attention black and all men, this is not okay. This video is another heartbreaking example of the homophobia, transphobia, hatred, and hypocrisy we as black folks, black men in particular, have to name, face, and call out and do the work to heal," he said. Now, you know they got something. The reason why I said blah, 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 blah.
Why?
Because they have some other shit in the news about why he came out as saying that he...
Spill the Lipton.
Let me see, because
Spill the Lipton.
one of my friends
Nikki
sent it.
Wallace on the case.
So, Nikki Wallace, but... So Malik Yoba has been sleeping with child trans prostitutes for years, and he's about to be charged for it. That's why he came out with his fake love for trans women. That's why I say blah, 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 blah.
Apparently,
So allegedly,
he's been sleeping with underage
children
that are trans, like
yes,
boys that turned to girls and
and
they
they're
not,
teenagers, or they're
or
saying
like
children.
young, you know.
So hold up, wait. why are the parents not being brought to trial before he is?
Because
They're never
it's
being
like
brought to
they,
trial.
it's
They
like
never
a
put
child
the parents into
prostitution
it.
type thing.
For some
It's
reason,
like
that's like the
prostitution.
same
Yeah,
issue
exactly.
with the R.
That's
Kelly
child
thing. The parents
prostitution. I'm not even
are
talking
never,
about the
parents are
transgender
never
part because
held
that's
accountable.
legalized now. Because
Yeah.
that's legalized now. It's legal for a child to switch their gender.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Right.
but
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 the prostitution part.
the
is
prostitution is illegal.
Illegal. Right.
But,
But just like I said, it's the same thing with that R. Kelly thing. Like the parents are not held accountable for these actions,
Okay.
and
we
I feel like
cannot-
this with that whole
We got to
thing.
get out this thing where we
They
didn't know.
they knew, but like they trying to get the bigger fish. The bigger fish ultimately
Right.
is Malik Yoba.
No,
Is
he's not the bigger fish. The bigger fish is the parents who was selling
I'm-
him those children.
no, I'm talking about like as far as like how media look at it and people who going after like the law enforcement that's going after. They're
Yeah.
going after him to get to the pimps and the like
Okay,
who's
I
your
got
pimp?
you, yeah.
Who's your pimp,
You
Malik?
saying they ain't get to
So
the
they-
parents yet.
No, yeah. So they going.
They-
It's a
They ain't
list.
at the R. Kelly
Yeah,
trials
no,
yet.
they ain't.
All right,
R.
okay.
Kelly, they had years of documentation
Right.
trying to get on him. They been wanting him, but
Yeah.
he finally slipped up with the coat and the sex
Yeah, and
coat.
they got his ass.
So that's how they got his ass.
Right.
But I feel like this, like I said earlier in the show, like we are now a culture of look what I can do. I feel like a lot of history is in part of why black people are so much against homophobia, and it goes deep into like slavery from when slave masters had
Cause they been doing it.
yeah, slave masters had men and boys fondling each other, fellatioing each other. The term motherfucker comes from a slave boy fucking a mother slave. Like, that's what that term comes from. A lot of people don't know. That's why the black community is so on guard with a lot of the stuff. When it comes to pedophilia,
That's why we call
they-
each other motherfuckers, but you don't see white people calling each other motherfuckers.
Right. Think about
they
it.
not
The thing-
But, right, because they
Yeah.
know the term.
I mean,
but,
like, they do it, like, incest
Well,
all
yeah.
over the place.
see,
But
But
they don't
the-
believe that,
Yeah.
that what they doing
Right.
is wrong.
But see, the thing
But,
that really
well,
kills me about this whole situation and just other situations, men that are homophobic, 9 times out of 10 are sleeping with,
With-
other men.
and that's what I was about
are
to get to.
sleeping with trans
And that's
cisgender
what,
women.
and that's what I was about to
Yeah.
get to. The people that feel offended the most and go after people, like people who
doing
come
it?
out, are the ones that be undercover doing it. Not because, like, put it like this: you, JP, you wouldn't give a, you wouldn't be like, yeah, them, you know, the LGBT. You wouldn't say that because you like, I'm doing me, let them do
I
them.
mean, I love my LGBTQ
Right,
members.
right. You would be
Fuck.
like,
Real, hold y'all
chill.
ground. Fuck.
Right.
For real, hold y'all ground.
We'll be like, yeah, let them do them.
Right.
But some dudes be like, yeah, he. I'm so sorry, LGBT community, but
Right.
people be like, oh, he a punk, he a
Yeah.
fag, he a this,
But
he a
then
that,
you
and
you
they
sliding
be
in my
like,
DMs trying to
main one sliding in the
slip in
dudes
my drawers.
Yeah.
trying to, yeah. So I'm saying my baby mama gonna be gone, and it's
You
like,
sound
damn.
just like 'em.
It be like, damn, like, so
And you
that's
be taken
why.
back because you be like, damn, like.
Boy, you just was like, but I'm
Prime
saying
example,
though.
I used to get bullied all the time in middle school by this one boy. And it's so crazy that when we got older,
One of the
he
dudes.
was gay. But you wanna bully me, so it made sense to
See?
me. It was like you were insecure about
About
yourself,
yourself.
and to me, so you
Right.
want to make me insecure
That's why
about
I say
myself.
Real men don't worry about
Right?
ho-
What you
what
doing? Who you
homosexuals
sleeping
got.
with?
They don't
Right,
care.
yeah.
They be like, hey. But in the case of Malik Yoba, nobody needs to know what you prefer. If you like it, you like it. You don't have to make it like, so I'm going to go on and talk and, yeah, I'll mess with some transgenders. Oh, that's like me saying, yeah, I'll let, you know, the female version turn into a man.
transgender man.
A trans man. I'll sleep with a trans man.
So,
But that's
so-
just me. I'm not saying it before
So,
they
hold on,
be
wait.
fucking
My
coming up in
question- my
my,
question-
before they be in my DMs, be like, yeah,
My
so
question about
I heard you
all
like
Good,
this.
B.
Yeah.
My question
Clear that
about
up.
all of this, Kiss and D.Jon, is he like what does he consider himself after all of this? Like, Like, is he pansexual?
No, I think he
Because, like,
considered himself straight. That he
Y'all know
he
what
asleep.
pansexual is, though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would look at it as him being pansexual.
Yeah,
Yes, because he's attracted to assisting.
But in his
trans
head, he
women.
might be like, "Oh no, I'm straight. It's a woman. It's a woman. It's a woman."
That's how I would look at it the same way you would look at it. Remember I told you a while back I took a class and we learned about
Pansexualism.
everything as far as like the the letters of the meaning of LGBTQ, and then of course the add-on letters. And I would see it that way, even with it vice versa. If a woman was to date a trans or cis man, they would be pansexual.
Right.
So.
But I feel like at the end of the day, nothing is wrong with that. That's just you're attracted to the physical form of what that person comes off
gender.
to be. You don't see, oh, you used to be a man. No, you see.
You see them as a person.
You see him as a person, and you see
deep.
great sweatpants season and muscles. That's all you see. You don't see nothing else. You don't be thinking about, oh, you used to be a girl, like you, until he pull out that sloshage and then you be like, what? How you got that? Like, and you touching it and you like but
Is it
you
real?
used to be a girl, like. Yeah, it's good.
Is
it's
it
good.
real?
You're like, it's a silicone? Like, what? Like,
Let me drop to my knees and test it out.
No, hell nah. We doing the disclaimer. Kiss Calhoun did not sign up for that.
Well,
But
D.Jon let you know I'm going to go down there and test it out just to make sure. Is it real or not?
Well, we going to take a real quick break. And we're
I
gonna
won't know if it's... Hey, JP won't know if it's real or not, too, because I prefer organic female organs. Okay?
Right. We want to see it. Okay?
I want to see the veins and all of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back. Here's another one from Venus, the homie.
We taking another break?
Yeah, we got to.
Oh, all right.
Here's another one from Venus is One Night Stop. Hope you enjoy. When we come back, we're going to finish out the show about Hurricane Dorian, Nicki Minaj, Missy Elliott, Joseline Hernandez, and also a few other stories. So stay tuned. Here's the homie, One Night Stop.
Watching you. See, I just wanna get close to you. Tell me what you wanna do. Ain't that what you're supposed to do? Loaded up on no attack. Grab a piece, climb through the back. Get lost, find where it's at. Get lost, find where it's at. Approaching you, to you. I just wanna get close to you. Tell me on the do. Yeah, and this what you're supposed to do. To you. Say I'm that. See I'm all up on my figures. Roll a dough when it's switcher. See ain't no filler. Say I'm that. See I'm all up on my figures. Roll a dough when it's switcher. See ain't no filler. How it feels to lose, girl. When things ain't what it seems. If things ain't what it seems. How do I find you? Loaded up on no attack. Grab a piece, climb through the back. Get lost, find where it's at. Get lost, find where it's at. Loaded up on no attack. Grab a piece, climb through the back. Get lost, find where it's at. Get lost, find where it's at. Loaded up on no attack. Grab a piece, climb through the back. Get lost, find where it's at. Get lost, find where it's at. Loaded up on no attack. Grab a piece, climb through the back. Get lost, find where it's at. Get lost, find where it's at. Rushing love, body flames in the death of us. Want my trust? That'll be just the death of us. Let's go. Say I'm that. See I'm all up on my figures. Roll a dough when it's switcher. See ain't no filler. say I'm that. See him all up on my fingers. Roll a dough when it's switch up. See, it ain't no roll-up. How it feels to lose, girl. Fears of letting go. I'm afraid to lose you. Loaded up all new tech, ready. I'm doing black. Get lost, find where it's at. Get lost, find where it's at. Loaded up all new tech, ready. I'm doing black. Get lost, find where it's at. Get lost, find where it's at. Loaded up all new tech, ready. I'm doing black. Get lost, find where it's at. Get lost, find where it's at. Loaded up all new tech, ready. I'm doing black. Get lost, find where it's at. Get lost, find where it's at. I might change my mind. I might change my mind. Things ain't what it seems. I can say I love you.
And we're back. That was the homie Venus DeLorean
BB.
with another one. One night stop.
She gonna be my future baby mama. She don't know it yet, but
It's coming, huh?
yep, it's gonna
soon.
come soon.
Oh Lord.
But so what's the tipping T? I mean, we got Hurricane Dorian that made landfall and has effed up the Bahamas, and she finally gone towards the Carolinas. So what's the update with Hurricane Dorian? Because you know, New Orleans don't play when it comes to hurricanes.
I'm so glad that we didn't.
I'm
What
glad
you
too.
talking about? We be tracking hurricanes from the Pacific. We be tracking
like,
typhoons.
hold up.
That's not even gonna hit
Like,
us.
what's going on? What that
Hold
is?
up, what that is. Like,
I
it's
know
marked
it's on
our
the
14th anniversary for Katrina.
Yes, and we do
And
not
it's-
play.
we
Ever
don't
since
play
that
with it.
happened in 2005, we do not play
Yeah.
with
We
don't play.
hurricanes, tropical storms.
A little flood. We don't
Something
play.
we don't play.
A little too much
Because
rain.
lately we've been getting out of the rain and we've been getting like flood waters. Like, if we actually had a damn hurricane that hit, but
We evacuate
please-
for thunderstorms. I don't know what y'all
Okay.
talking about.
Please continue to keep your fellow roommates in the southeastern part of the country in your prayers. Hurricane Dorian is now a Category 4 and has changed track, headed to the Carolinas. So, y'all, it is very important to watch these hurricanes because they can change up in any moment.
Because Katrina's show wasn't no strong category until it was time for it to get here.
But sis
Sis was like, let me
she
wait.
went down.
Let me wait right
she
quick.
went down to a 3 when she made landfall in
And
New
then she
Orleans.
was like, fuck that. And we was like,
Shit, it didn't matter by then.
Yeah, it was
She
because
had already
still
done
bringing
all that
more winds
damage.
and
Yeah.
water,
Yeah.
so it really didn't matter. But the change happened early.
she basically jumped us from the outside of the circle. She was like,
No
let my
condom.
winds jump y'all. I'm going to just sit in the
Raped
cut.
us.
But the change happened earlier this morning when Dorian, now with 145 miles per hour winds, picked up strength and shift its path. Dorian is now expected to move up the southeast coast, bringing both storms, surge, and gusty winds to coastal Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. I need to check on my peeps out there. The current forecast predicts a possible landfall in the Carolinas late Wednesday, according to ABC News. But Florida officials warn residents that that even with the shift, they must remain vigilant and be prepared. As Dorian moves, the Charleston area could see up to 15 inches of rain. The cast line has expanded, so we want to make sure that those residents in Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina are definitely starting to make their preparatory actions. Jeff B., Associate Administrator for the Office of Response and Recovery at FEMA, told Good Morning America on Saturday, federal teams are already in Georgia. He said, we'll start putting response assets and team in South Carolina and North Carolina. He also said, even though Dorian will move past Florida, He stated that doesn't mean that state won't feel its effects, and even if it skirts the coastline as current forecasts it's gonna create a lot of rain, wind, and damage all through Florida. He said Florida residents have been hurricane down this week as they prepare for Dorian. Some evacuation orders for the state still remain in place. For the optimists out there, here's a bit of good news. While Dorian is not expected to hit the Carolinas Wednesday night into Thursday morning, some models predict the storm won't make landfall in the United States at all. As residents in the southeast U.S. scramble to prepare, those in the Bahamas are bracing for a direct hit. Storm surge up to 15 feet and very strong winds are forecasted for Sunday night into Monday morning. Of course, this was
over the weekend.
It
did fuck the Bahamas
yes, it
all
did.
the way up.
But let us be extremely clear. Those who refuse to evacuate place themselves in greater danger from this very powerful storm and potentially life-threatening hurricane. Bahamas Prime Minister Herbert Mimine said Friday, "Do not be foolish and try to brave out this hurricane." So, like we said, of course, this happened this past weekend with the Bahamas, and then he's still out there
Making
the coast.
his rounds,
So yeah,
not doing nothing but.
so what people have to
right.
realize is with these hurricanes, even though it's not going to directly hit you, if it's close, you could
still
still
feel
get
the effects,
you could feel the
whether
effects.
it's going to hit
The
all
bad
the way.
rains, the heavy winds,
Everything.
And
everything.
if it's like anything,
as if it
here
was
in New
hitting it
Orleans,
actually here. So
and y'all pumps don't work,
exactly,
everything gonna get flooded.
you are
Exactly.
FUC
Because my car got flooded in
GET.
July.
The fuck out.
My car got flooded from 2 inches of rain. It wasn't even 2 inches. It was like an inch of rain.
Damn.
It was an inch of rain and my engine flooded right now. I'm still waiting on the insurance claim.
Wow. So see,
So
just
yeah,
that.
y'all need to
Get that shit straight. Get out while you can.
And that was from Tropical Storm Barry.
Right. And that wasn't even no hard rain. It was sunny. We was barbecuing. and
We was
everything.
happy to get a couple of clouds passing over.
Right. But Nicki Minaj gives advice about being in a abusive relationship. Mother Minaj, what did she say?
So Nikki said, "Dear all of you beautiful souls, a man who loves you does not 1, humiliate you on social media, 2, beat you, 3, cheat on you, 4, call you out of your name, put you down, to lower your self-esteem due to his own insecurities, 5, hide his phone password, whereabouts, elect."
Wait, that 5-1, I'm going to have to just, okay. First of all, nobody ain't got to let you see their phone.
Right. I don't understand that situation. Like I've heard
why is this being a part of a relationship
Right.
guidelines? Like,
I've heard in instances
when you get in a
where
relationship,
some
you
people
have to let me
don't-
see your phone.
Some people don't even have passwords on their phones because
Crazy. I want to be in their phone all the time.
I don't see how they do it.
I don't understand. Like, don't make me black your eye because you want to look through my phone. All you're going to see is all the weird porn I
So
search.
hold up, wait. You telling me that I can't look through your phone, but I could go through your bank account?
No,
I
you
don't
can't
want you
go
to
through
go through
anything.
either.
No.
Why you
Right,
gotta go-
that's both.
My thing
that's
is
both
if-
personal things. I mean, people share bank accounts.
Oh, yeah, they do.
They do, but you're not going to see my personal
No.
bank account, the one that we don't share. You're
No.
not going through that
Oh,
one.
No.
okay, all right.
No.
The
no.
joint account is the only account you're
Joint
looking through.
is different.
All right, okay.
Personal, like, hey, I might have 50 million in there.
don't
You
need-
might
you don't
even
need
know
to
how I
what's
got
in
it.
there because
Hey,
guess what? Your ass might have a secret account that I don't know
got
nothing about.
10 trillion in there. And I'm like,
And I never fucking know because
that
you
day
never
I
told
need
me.
$1 and you like, oh.
So if I got 2 cell phones, do you need both passwords, or do you
Hell
just
no.
I
need my
don't need
personal
either
cell phone
password.
Nah, because this is about
what?
this. It's about trust
It's
and
about trust.
having trust for
Right.
your person.
And I feel like if you got,
gotta be
if
able
So
to
why
trust your
can't people
person.
be trust with their own bank account these days?
I'm not
either?
doing that, but I feel like
but you know how.
if you want to
Because
go out
I-
there and do what you do,
Yeah.
you go out there and do what you do.
Yeah, I feel
Well,
like this is a part of the old time of society where they
doing all of
structured
that.
that. Nowadays, people be like, hey, Tyrone, we going to put this money in this account. You do your play money over here, my play money over here, but we have to put X amount of money in this account because this account pays all the bills, period. But, like, I grew up with women. Like, I can only speak from my experience because the women that I grew up around, they didn't have the need a man in a financial department. Like, all of my aunties been go-getters from my mama on down. Like, they all go-getters, so they ain't need a man to provide funds for them. Like, it was good that they had it.
They just needed him to be able to take care of himself.
Right. Like, basically, both of my aunties own businesses since they was, like, teens. Been working, doing hair for years. So, if anything, the man was more attracted to the shit she had than she been attracted to the shit they had. You know what I'm saying? So, as far as account, they never shared account. Her money was her money and his money was his money. But the bills, that had its own account. And they had to put into that account, and it had to be, okay, you pay the cable bill, or I'm going to take care of the light bill. And that's all, and the mortgage.
Did you know that most women these days feel like once they marry a man that they are entitled to access to everything?
Of course. Of course.
Like I told you, I've heard instances
like,
where
don't
they have to
matter,
have you can't have a password on your phone.
Right, like that. But
I
that's
need to know where you going.
That is the person.
All of that.
That's the person and their own personal requirements. Like, every woman and man
it's
is
not
like
a person.
that.
It's not a person. It's not a type of person that's requiring that.
Right.
During this day and age, because it's the culture.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
it's the
about.
culture,
That's what I'm talking about. And it's
like,
just, everybody is feeding into that. Oh, if you don't have, we're gonna talk more about would you be with a man?
Which is wrong, because
hold on,
men
we
don't
getting
do that shit to women.
Oh, you be surprised. You be surprised.
That's
Well, no.
Be
Hold
surprised.
up.
We're not gonna get too deep.
We're not gonna
in
get
that.
too deep because we actually
Because
got
we
a
have
topic
a
that we're
topic.
gonna
I'm
go break into.
I'm not talking about the whole trust issue thing. I'm talking about if we get into a relationship today, what's mine is mine, and what's yours is yours, as far as I'm concerned. But what's yours is yours, and what's mine is yours, as far as you're concerned. Like, that's the kind of relationship men are getting in today.
But like Kevin Federline took everything.
Everything.
Come on, how long?
Halle Berry is on child support.
You have to pay
How
child
long ago
support.
was that? We talking
That's
about
recent.
2019.
No, literally
this is
2000
stuff
and
this
this
is stuff that's been
2017,
ongoing,
16.
kid.
Let's move on.
Like,
we have other
could go.
topics.
That's why I
this
said we
stuff
could
that's
go.
been ongoing.
We could go on and on about that. But as far as like, it's like we said, the culture is changing to where it's shifting. Everybody is like this now.
You talking about people
But
who've been in
the
relationships
what else she
for
said?
years.
What else she
people who
said?
just get in a
I don't have it
relationship.
pulled up anymore.
She also
She just
said
say
like
cheat
a
on
man
you,
wouldn't
beat
do
on
that,
you.
cheat on you, beat on you,
If he
go
loves
through
you.
your phone if he love you. But what I'm trying to figure out is how Safari was beating on her, because we all know he's scary. And
You don't know. That's
I
most
want to
men
know,
are
like,
that.
I want to see this
You
teeth, because
never
like
know.
he always getting beat up in the street, like Nikki.
I done seen some skinny niggas beat up fat chicks.
I know, but it's,
And I'm like, how she let him beat her
hey,
up?
Chris Brown and Rihanna. You never thought Chris Brown would have did that to Rihanna until Kiss had the T. Kiss was early with the T in high school with the girl.
They
Chris
was about
Brown
the same
beat.
size around the time.
But you saw her face.
They weighed the same
She
amount.
could have. She from the island. Everybody know island girls know how to fight, and
Not
she
all
did
island
not.
girls know how to fight.
Well,
That's like
and-
saying every
and-
girl from
and-
New Orleans know how to fight.
And that's
Or
what
every
I'm
dude
saying.
from New Orleans
Right.
hood.
And
A lot
that's
of
what I'm
gang
saying.
bangs.
She proved us
I don't
wrong.
get their ass whooped.
She
Right.
proved us wrong. But
They all know how to talk shit.
Shout
A lot of them get their ass whooped.
right. And shout out to Missy Elliott. She says she's open up to doing another Aaliyah biopic documentary. Like, I think she should have been the first one to do it.
And leave
Like,
Wendy
she's-
Williams. Wendy, mind your business.
Wendy should have never got involved with creating that story about Aaliyah. And I feel
That
like
shit was horrible.
it was really horrible. And like, I feel like Missy Elliott is the perfect person to redo this, because she's the one
And
that's so
I've been
closely
saying
related to the
this
story.
from jump. Missy Elliott Dame Dash. Hell, you could even throw Jay-Z in the mix.
Timberland,
her family.
everybody.
Every fucking body. Everybody but
DMX,
Whitney Williams.
DMX, like everybody played a part in Aaliyah in her life. Gladys Knight, like so
Right.
many people.
It needs to be done bigger and better, and it needs to be in the
a
big
movie,
screen.
in
I
a
don't even
movie.
need to
Like,
sit
I
here
wanna
and read this because
we already know.
we
We already know.
We for it. We
for
want
it.
it.
Because I feel like, did y'all see the madam the statue they did? That really looked like her. Her wax reveal. It really looked like her. It's one of her
I
one of
didn't
her
see
poses where she had a little hair over her eye. It's I'm gonna look it up, but it's definitely, it looked just like her, and I was like, oh my God, like. Yeah, they need to do another Aaliyah movie, and Zendaya could definitely play it.
Yes,
because I know
she's
I said,
older,
like I
she's
said in
mature
They don't
now.
need to do no movie. They need to do one of those hologram shows. How they did for fucking Prince. How they did for
They
how
need
did
to do
for
that
Michael
too.
Jackson. They need
They
to
need
do
to
one
do
of
that
those
too.
for her, so we
But
could go and see
the
her
mo-
perform.
the movie that they did,
Because they
Whitney
got
Williams
people like
fucked that
me
up.
that didn't get to see her perform
Because they stopped the production because
Yeah.
whoever was going to do the movie originally, they just stopped it. They dropped it. So she picked it up, being the messy
Because
person that she is.
everybody was getting heat because they was just picking people and putting people into positions and getting characters
So they
that
just
didn't even
stopped
look
it
like the
altogether.
character. So they was like, people getting in our shit about doing this Aaliyah movie, we ain't gonna do it no more. And then they eventually did it, and then it was just trash. It was on Lifetime. So yeah, Missy Elliott definitely need to be the one to do it again. But
I don't. So whatever you sent me for this one is not really giving me the full story.
the
But
Joseline Hernandez,
apparently, Joseline has lost primary custody of her
that's
daughter.
what they saying, but that's what the picture is saying. How I lost custody if I'm in the
So
picture.
she said, "My first born harder than a lot." She posted this on her Instagram. Harder than a lot of you ends, and let me believe you. The story, let me give you the story myself. The primary custody of my daughter belongs to her mother and her father. It's sad that you so-called reporters obtain fake paperwork to ruin relationships. So if you had a question of her whereabouts, she's in the sky. And there's a picture of her and her mom. We don't know exactly where the fake rumors came from. We don't know what alleged to them believing that she has that.
It's in Vegas.
But of course we will keep you guys updated on that. Oh, okay, they did it. Oh,
Yeah, Aaliyah's statue really looks good.
okay. I always
that's
did
off
like
of
that.
her,
I did like that
Aaliyah.
outfit from that
That's
video. What video that is?
That's I Need a Revolution. I think that's Resolution. No. That's one of, I think. Yeah, that is.
Oh.
That is. I think that's where that's
They
from.
did a really good job.
They did. They did a
They did a
phenomenal
really good
job.
job.
But
That's
yeah,
the video,
She looks
that's the
amazing.
video that got her popping. That
Yeah.
was the one. That was the one that everybody knows.
but no, that's not it. That's not it. But definitely, it was a good statue. Jocelyn said she, how y'all gonna spill tea like
When
that?
she
And I
are-
tell
when she
her
right
got
here.
she said she got the custody. She got custody. Y'all playing with Joseline Hernandez.
Job, but moving on to Britney Spears and this alleged
Hit me, baby, one more time.
this alleged abuse on one of Britney's sons. So Kevin
just had to say
Federline
that.
claims Britney Spears' father abused one of his grandsons, which Kevin reported to cops, and now there's an active investigation. Law enforcement tells sources TMZ the alleged incident went down on August 24th at Jamie Spears' home in Ventura County. Rato Federline claims his 13-year-old son and Jamie got into an argument, and at some point Jamie alleged put hands on him. Our sources say Jamie broke down a door to get to his grandson and grabbed him once he was in the room. However, we're told there were no visible bruises or injuries to the child. Still, the incident was serious enough to Kevin that he reported it the next day to the Ventura County Sheriff's Department. We're told investigators have already interviewed witnesses and turned over their findings to the DA's office. The DA will decide whether to charge Jamie, as they first reported, TMZ of course. Britney and Kevin just formalized a shift in their child custody agreement. He now has their 2 boys 70% of the time. We're told that's been their informal agreement for a year now, but they filed docs to make it official with the courts. The filing came just 3 days after Kevin went to cops about the alleged abuse. So what do you guys think about that?
You gotta do what you gotta do as a man to protect your child. That goes for men and women. And like if you feel like somebody been doing your child bad, you gotta take the necessary steps to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know what necessarily is going on. You know, it could be a spanking. Somebody got their ass good old Louisiana Southern beating, because, you know, Britney Spears and them people from out here.
Right, he probably
you know,
was.
they say, get that switch, boy.
Right.
You think you gon'
But see, what I see in the instance is, it's, if he was disrespecting an adult, which was they say that he was disrespecting his grandfather. We all know
these little white kids be getting out of hand lately with all of these
schools.
That man had to let him know that you're a child and I'm an adult. But one of the parents didn't see that way, so he.
You know, Karen had to call the cops. Yeah, there's a man abusing
like
a
you
kid.
like you didn't already inflict damage on our Britney Spears,
right?
And that's
now
why
she about to be shaving her head again.
She's still down.
Now we ain't gonna have her for 20 more years because y'all about to have poor Britney in the institution.
We about to have about 6 years of shit of music. Then she gonna shave her head.
Sister just can't get it.
And then she gonna start dating black men.
Yeah.
And then we're like, Britney going back to the other side. Well, she ain't never been on.
She ain't never been on this side.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't be like Miley.
Don't do it.
Don't be like Miley.
Once you go black, you go right running back to black, and then you know you want that black again, and you over here singing
that
ratchet
piña.
Country songs. Now
she gonna be like Miley Cyrus.
And I'm gonna trap. What you say, Molly? I heard you say trap in that song. I thought you would trap you in the heart.
We've been
all right.
supporting you, Brittany. All right. Keep it up.
Keep it up.
But
keep it up.
You got the black
moving along.
But in sad news.
And this one hits home,
Louisiana state,
and then it's one of our friends. This is one of her family members that passed. So local boxer killed while leaving Baton Rouge bar Tuesday morning. A boxer from Baton Rouge died after shots were fired outside a bar early Tuesday morning. The incident was reported before 2:30 a.m. outside of Benny's Bar on North Shore near the Turner Palace Apartments in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Police identified the victim as a 35-year-old man, Justin Thomas. Thomas was rushed to hospital where he was later pronounced dead. BRPD says Thomas was shot while walking back to his car from the club. Thomas' manager confirmed the news today, saying he had a match scheduled for later this year. There are no known suspects or motives at this time. The investigation is ongoing.
That's a hating ass person to catch you when you going back, like you leaving the situation or you leaving whatever is going, and you gotta go back. That remind me of when Nipsey Hussle got killed, and then you seen the video footage of him, and then you seen how many times the boy went back and forth to shoot him. Like, what's going on with the world where we feel the need that we know, like humans know,
bitch,
that gun,
bitch, nigga, shit. That's
right.
What's going on.
Yeah.
Bitch ass niggas that don't want to confront you head up.
Right.
They won't catch you when they down because they know that's the only way they gonna get you. They won't do things like challenge you like a man to your face or like a woman to your face, or handle their own business. They won't run for weapons and catch you while you down.
That also remind me of like Young Greatness when he got shot. He got shot in the back, like walking away. Like, come on, man. Like, it's just
that's
sad.
the worst thing you could do is stab somebody in the back or shoot them in the back or hit them while they back turned. That's nah. Nah, that's the most coward thing you could ever do to anybody.
So-
Because you
Right.
knew you deliberately wanted to inflict
Right.
pain.
Right.
When
While
you
you
shoot
knew
somebody
they
in
couldn't,
their
they couldn't
face-
defend themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
And you knew you shoot somebody in the face, you know you wanted them to
Right.
be gone. When you shoot somebody in the head, you want them to be gone.
When
Like
you
don't
stab
want
somebody
them-
to that, that's
you stab
personal.
them, that's anything
Yeah.
up close and personal is personal.
Yeah.
But
You
right.
could blow my car up and that'll be personal.
Right.
Cause it's like, damn, you knew I was gonna get in this car
Yeah.
and
it's
start
the
it up and
extent
blow
you
it
gonna
up.
go to do something.
Right.
Right.
Like
Make
why?
sure you get it done.
That's
Yeah,
my whole
personal.
thing. What in the world is going on to where humans could get that mad to want to take another person's life?
Stress.
Everything.
Everything going
Everything.
on.
And that's
a lot
why I
of people
say
are fucked up
mental
in the
health
head.
really need to be taken consideration.
You have a lot of people walking around here that's really
Especially
fucked up.
Especially in the Baton Rouge area. So many people messed up out there. So many
lot
people
of the-
messed up in the world. We still messed up through Katrina. It's just so much PTSD going on that we give the warriors the credit because they actually go outside and see stuff being
But
fucked
shit
up.
is like
But
a
then when
third
you
world
come
country
home,
and
you see
at home.
2 times as much as the stuff you seen overseas and coming home and seeing stuff that you already didn't see.
Most of
That'll
them men say
mess
that
a
was
person
piece
up.
of cake compared to what they dealing with back
Right.
at home. So
Yeah.
Right.
it's crazy.
Yeah, it is because back at home, motherfuckers.
You know them.
Yeah.
They be your cousins.
Yeah.
They be your best friends from high school. You'll never think cross you. They be your teachers. Like, damn, I didn't even know my teacher hated on me like that.
Right.
They be the fucking crackhead that you thought was cool the
It
whole
could be
time.
anybody. It could be the mailman, been checking your mail every day. You
It
don't
could
even
be
fucking know it.
it could be the little kid that come out here to give you candy, but they scoping your house out and setting you up the whole time. It even be the dogs. The dogs don't care no more. They mauling you and everything. Like they don't care. It's just so sad. With this wicked world we live in, you just gotta stay blessed up. You just gotta
Yeah.
stay.
Wiggy.
You gotta keep your head above water. You gotta keep going. It don't matter if you do positive shit. If it don't matter if you do negative shit. It's gonna come. It's gonna come.
Right. But we are definitely sending our love, prayers,
And
thoughts,
supports to the family.
condolences to the Thomas family.
Because he was a beast. He was a good boxer. You know, he was a good boxer out there in Baton Rouge. But today was a good episode. Shout out to JP for tuning in with us. You know.
Thank you.
It was a good conversation. We talked about sex. It wasn't
no
that
problem,
bad. I
y'all.
thought we
Don't
was gonna be
mind.
like, well,
We
one
always
time,
enjoy his company though, cause he actually interacts.
Yeah, he actually
So-
talks, and we
I
actually
always
get. He was
interact
like,
with y'all
I
and
ain't
shit.
the others. You know what I'm saying?
Not like
Other
Anthony.
ones
So
be-
question.
It's a question. Let me ask you this. Like, you a guest. You ain't supposed to ask us questions.
Goes, bitch. You supposed to be
But,
talking just like us.
Shout out to the homie Venus DeLorean for the
BB.
dope tracks. One night at nightcap. One night stop and nightcap. Nightcap
Slow
and
down.
one night stop. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Sideburns as usual. Shout out to all the fans and listeners. Of course, if you want to be a feature artist on this show, all you have to do is submit your music to the link in our bio on our social platforms. Or hit us up on our email at what'stheword504@gmail.com, and of course follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Yo What's the Word, and
Twitter
at Yo What's the Word, and as always, you know, y'all want to give out a few shout outs?
Just shout out to everybody that support us. There's nothing else really to say. You didn't
Right.
hit it all.
You know, I just come with it. I be coming with it. And as always, Molly, what's good? We out of here.